Hey, you got one of these? It lights up. It's so cool. It's groovy. Look at that. I can do it on my nose. The fidget spinner. It's Thursday, 27th of July. Can you believe we're almost out of July? Wow. 2017. This is old Big Bob, and this is Bob's Daily Devo. You want to reach me? Go ahead and give me a call. 213-713-8954. 8954 green, ADD.net. And on the Twitter, Mr. Bob 8954. And of course, this is Bob's Daily Devo on YouTube. So the fidget spinner. And the word today is compassion. We're looking at Philippians 2. And so I got started with a story. But basically, Mama got a fidget spinner for the little guy. He's had them. Both kids have had fidget spinners. The fidget spinners were all the way. It's even Judah Smith said, hey, these fidget spinners, they're killing him. I mean, look, Dad, can you do this? You know, yeah. He doesn't think that it's a big sport. He's like, and the kids got to have every fidget spinner under the earth, you know, on the earth, above the earth, around the earth. They got to have them all. Fidget spinners. It is kind of cool. I mean, yeah, you go, you can spin it like this, and then you kind of go like this, and it has kind of a cool feeling to it. It's like hey, I'm balancing, and then it's kind of cool. So, not cool when you're 60 years old so much, but so Mama got the boy this fidget spinner, and it lights up. It lights up. No way! I can't believe it lights up. That's amazing. So then. We're waiting to go pick up the baby, you know, at her little place, and so we get the genius idea of going, and I figure, well, he's got a fidget spinner, we'll just get another lit up fidget spinner, we'll just get another one lights up. That'd be smart, and we'll save some time, and we'll just swing by, because we have a few minutes, you know, and wrong, Charlie. Wrong way, Charlie. Don't do it. I get there, and of course, the littlest one, she looks at this one and goes, that's different. I don't want it. But then all the kids are like, that's cool. All her little friends are like, that's cool, that's groovy, that's the best one ever. Oh my God. So all of a sudden, this one is garbage. This one's like, I don't want that. That's horrible. And it goes back to what Judah said, that we like the new, the fresh, the modern. I mean, you can get this fidget spinner, even the ones I got last night, they were the coolest thing ever. Mama came in real late, and she's like, you know, she's like, hey, I think this is the greatest fidget spinner ever. This is amazing, this fidget spinner, because it basically, the three little points, they have little white cells, and you push them, and you can turn them on and off, and they have like 4 different settings. So it can go blink, blink, you can go blink, 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 it can go, there's all kinds of different settings. And then as they spin, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So that's the one we got for the little one. We got it at the Target on Foothill in Laverne. Well, there's another Target in San Dimas. I mean, wow, Targets, you know, not the same. Don't ever do that. Now, what happens is, we ended up, the little one wanted to have one exactly like the boy. So, I think they caught somebody, Margaret. They caught someone there, Marge. Yeah, I watched the CHP guy, the chipper guy, and he's zipping them along, and let's see if he finds somebody. I think he's going to catch somebody, Margaret. He's going to get him. He's going to set the trap, and he's going to spring it. Either that or he's just trying to get down the road real quick, like to go to the meeting in downtown LA, like me. All right, so I can't even remember I don't even remember the whole story really exactly. I mean, it just got so convoluted, so complex. So we get the fidget spinner. We go, the little guy, he has why don't we go to Walmart? Now that's an idea. Let's go to Walmart. So we go in, and we find, and I said, okay, the littlest one, I said, okay, go ahead, kiddo, get any fidget spinner you want. I put the boy over there in the optical department at Costco, at Walmart. I said, you sit over in that chair right there, and then the little girl, you go over here, and you pick out what you want. I don't want any interference. I don't want anybody pressured. I want it all cool and groovy. So the little one picks out her favorite spinner. It's a little red flat number with, like I say, the little white dots. And I had no idea how it worked really, but it turned out you push them and they're touch sensitive, and you just click it. So we get out to the car. And we paid for it. And have you ever been to Walmart? A lot of the stores have this now. But if you go to Walmart, they have the gun. Everybody has a gun. We're a what is it? What do they call that? We're a blah blah and carry. We're a register and carry state. You know. No, the kids love to carry guns. The guns, the scanner guns. I don't misunderstand. The scanner guns. So since the littlest one's going to do it, I say you have to scan it. She has to scan it. She has to put, she has to put no bags. She has to put the chipperoonie up in there. I get them all trained. See, they can do it themselves. They're experts. They just. And this whole idea that you got to take the stuff out of the cart and you gotta. It's not scanning, Gene. It's not scanning. And then you got to set it up on the scale, make sure it weighs right. No, you can avoid all that confusion, you know. And then you breathe, and the scale, and the person has to come over and, oh, it's okay, it happens every day. Yeah, and no, we don't have to do any of that, because when you do the gun, what happens is the gun, it just registers your purchase, and you just put it in your cart. You know, in fact, we don't even take it out of the cart. If we have a lot of items, the gun has a long enough range, has a little, extension cord to it, a little springy like phone cord to it. Millennials, look it up in the history books. Yeah, remember the old phone cord. Nobody knows what that means here. What do you mean a phone cord? What's a phone cord? Oh, you silly millennials. You know nothing anymore. When my grandmother was around, she had a black AT&T telephone that was put in there back in 1936. And so this phone was set in the den. That's where the phone was. That's it. One phone in the den. It's a little room off the front door where they had a fireplace and just this very minuscule little room. The fireplace was diagonal, took up the whole corner of the room. Then she had bookcases built in, beautiful bookcases made out of this really hard, beautiful wood. Then there was two big windows, and then this beautiful paneling. I mean, to die for. The paneling was so beautiful. And just all original. Everything was absolutely perfect, original, never touched. Loved it. So let's see, 30s, 40s, 50s. So 30 years have gone. Doesn't sound like that long now. 30 years. So about 30 years have gone by since she'd moved in there, and there she was, still in the same. Everything was the same, and but that phone sat there, and that was the phone that the phone company put in. Had a black cord, came out of the wall, went to the phone. There was no walking around. The phone had about a 2-foot little springy thing on it, and it was a real old-fashioned number there. And the phone number was actually typed in and put in on the dial, and it was amazing. And you didn't know in the phone. You couldn't take the phone with you. The phone belonged to the phone company, and the phone company eventually took that phone away, and they took it away and they gave us a new one. Well, how do we get on all this? So here's the thing. So the millennials and not knowing about all the things. So yeah, the kids cast out the whole thing. We get out of the car, and now here's the older one. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, not good enough. I'm like, this was wonderful a few minutes ago. A few minutes ago, this was the bomb. A few minutes ago, this was the thing that was going to change the world. Everybody had to have one just like that. So now, now the baby, she picks out, she's bigger than this, by the way, but the baby, she picked out a spinner that turned out to be the bomb. She's very smart. She's a very smart young person. Makes me want to cry. She's so smart. Just a smarty pants. She looks exactly like my mother, though, by the way, which is very unusual, too. There's pictures of my mother back in the 1930s and 40s. I think it's the 40s, basically, as a little girl. And this kid looks exactly, it's like a diamond image, a platinum image, a perfect. In fact, they took pictures of my mother and showed them around the family. Like, wow, how'd you get a picture? That looks really cool. Where was she? They had no clue that it wasn't her at all. It was my mother, you know, from almost 100 years ago. It's like, really? What? So what do we do? Here's the message. Now you got the story. The furniture. What about the furniture? So what did I do? What's our message of compassion? Too bad, kid. You got this spinner, and you're gonna just enjoy this spinner. You enjoy this spinner. Would that be compassionate? No. I'd already gotten the kids in the car. I'd buckled the little one in. I mean, we were all done. We were on the road. On the road again. Hey, Willie. we were finished. We were done. It was adios amigos. We were finally going to get home. What did compassion say? Compassion said, Bob, stick this in your pocket. Forget about it. It's over. That spinner is you know, there's chewing gum on the highway that's worth more than that spinner now. Spinner is worthless. Neither kid wanted to even have to do. I don't want that horrible spinner. It's a horrible spinner. Yeah. So I said, all right. We knew exactly what to do. The first time we went into the store, we're like, where are the spinners? I guess it's a popular question because they don't even have you go in the store. They keep it with the cigars and the cigarettes. You know, by the register, there's a piece of glass, and they got them right there. They're literally right there where everybody keep an eye on them. You know, because I guess they're flying off the screen so fast. So we zipped the car along. With the woman with the hairpiece at the door there, her flies off. Look at my hair back, and we're zipping down the aisles and running over little kids, and we're gonna get to the spinners. I don't even blink. I grab the spinner like it's like that gold ring off the old the merry-go-round. Now we're probably even going to miss the baby boomers at this point. But let me give you a history lesson. Years ago, many years ago, before my time, they had merry-go-rounds and they had a gold ring. And as you went around, you could try to reach the gold ring. There's a lawsuit happening. Oh my God, my kids! I got it! Ah! I guess they don't have gold rings anymore. But the idea was, back with the Hardy kids of the Hardy Boys and the Little Rascals and like that, they grabbed the ring, and if you got the ring, then you got a prize. See, so so I zip by the spinner area, pluck the little. I don't even stop. I'm running like through the store like I was going to sound like O.J. Simpson to the airport, but that kind of dates me. And people. He's running, all right. He's running because he's guilty. And so he might be running again soon through your neighborhood. He's October the 1st. He's supposed to be out. So another topic there. We're running out of time to get my direct. What are you going here? So I grab the spinner. I give it to the young person. I say, you're cashing them out. We run through. They always have these women at the. We always do the self-checkout, as you might have guessed, at Walmart. And there's always the little, furniture? What about the furniture? No, they talk bags. You want a bag? Want to buy a bag? It's a cool bag. Look, it's a shiny bag. Shiny, pretty, shiny bag. Don't you want a bag? I'm like, only one time did they ever do that to me. And I was like, no, thank you. Let me show you how to use the machine. See, you got to type in the W and the W, and there's another letter. Let me look it up. Oh, yeah, a W. I had nothing to do. I'm like, so we zip by all the people. I hand the gun to the boy. Here, boy. And then bing, card, chip, read the screen, out, buy. And the woman's like, weren't you here like 10 seconds ago buying the spinner? And you go back here, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? How did you do that? Well, we have practice. Practice makes perfect. So what's the lesson here? Compassion. The compassion of a papa for the children said that I couldn't just tell him, you got this old spinner. No. I said, okay, son, we're going to get you another spinner. We'll get you the one. So now the little boy and the little girl, they got matching spinners. They're both spinning together happily today with their mama. So be compassionate to people today, would you? just do what you can to love on people and adore them. I'm going to have a part 3 now. I just seem like I'm into this 3-part series here. I want to say more about it. I love you. I'll talk to you in a minute. I already gave you all my info, so no reason for that. Thumbs up, though. That'd be good, huh?